Welcome back. Meravas has returned to the lighthouse and has called a team meeting.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons? I should have earned my way back into their good graces after we saved Meravas.
Tarquin won't ever admit it, but he was impressed.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Meravas.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Oh.
The First Warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillinane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus, you're back.
I am.
Good.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmrich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tosh, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So, a dragon hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us.
Yes, here to stay.
Well, at least he understands that it's not her fault.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours, until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting has taken it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
So, I had something pretty important spoiled for me recently, which is lame. But also, now that I know that, I'm seeing hints of it now, and I'm feeling a little dumb that I didn't pick up on it before. But companion hardened. After experiencing the Blighted Dragon attack on Treviso, Lucanus is less trusting and more self-reliant. His damaging abilities are increased, but he will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. I thought it was just with the faction, but I guess it makes sense that it would be with him too. Even though he did say he doesn't blame Rook, but we'll just have to work harder to win him over. Okay, so we could go to Hosburg to meet the Wardens. We could meet with Morrigan. Book club notes? Are we getting our invite? What? Oh man, attending Emmrich, Valara, Harding, and Nev. Alright, well, notes. Emmrich, frustrated that Book was not accurate about how undead actually work, agreed that the romance subplot, quote, had the pleasing air of a classic tragedy. Nev, pretty sure the book was based on one of her old cases, refused to elaborate further on romance subplot. Harding felt it was too long and lacked excitement, kept scowling and asking, where's the blood? Valara, me, enjoyed that enemies to lovers featured heavily in story, found undead a little creepy. Rolled the dice, and Harding will pick the next book. Hey, maybe Harding will invite Mira this time, but I won't get my hopes up. But I guess let's go check in with everybody else around the lighthouse before we make a plan of action of what we want to do.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
It's pretty nice.
It's great. Big, mysterious, lots of art. Everyone's got their own room.
It'd be easy to fall in love with such a place.
I think Valara has.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
No matter what, Mira has your back.
We're still getting used to one another.
True. And yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Manfred understands.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
Manfred's just so cute and innocent.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgarth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Add it to the to-do list.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
You'd never know it to look at him. Seems friendly enough.
As long as he likes you.
So what I'm hearing, Hassan, is gingerwort truffles for life?
Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
This guy? Killing machine?
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
Well, of course, there's always another path for every person, animal or otherwise. They can be hunters while also being sweet little feather butts.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
Oh.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Nope, that's your bedroom. Sorry. Wrong direction.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who do you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
Picked out his own skull. I love it.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
If I say, good to meet you, will he get that?
Manfred's alert to the sentiment, certainly. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
Definitely would not say that. Yeah.
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
Just the best. And now, last but not least, we definitely got to check in with Lucanus.
Well, it's all as you left it.
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat. Let's talk later.
Later then.
Alright, someone's still upset. We'll give him some space. And you know what? Let's head to the Crossroads. Got some cleanup to do there. Oh, and of course, our daily dose of Asan.
Hey, Asan.
He makes everything better. And now we can head out. So Meravas brought Harding, because that crush is still going strong, and Emmrich, because I just feel like they're going to have a good dynamic.
It's like all the remaining blight has been drawn to this spot. Undead in the Crossroads. How is that possible?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Something's wrong.
Nope, still not ready for that door.
Wait. The lyrium dagger's vibrating like a song in a wine glass. Are those voices?
Striking the Crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharpened.
Fen'Harel's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A Crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elganon and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
The dagger. Of course Solus found a way to spy on the other gods.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
And this one's closed off too. There's not even a way to get into that one.
To other shores.
I'm pleased to travel with you, Scout Harding.
Just call me Harding. Should I call you Professor Volkarin?
Oh no, Emmrich will do. This doesn't seem a group to insist on formality.
I'm surprised some of us still wear pants.
Oh look, a little spirit market. Actually, I just remembered I wanted to do something. So I've been thinking about the specialization Meravas has chosen, and I realized that it's actually not the best fit for her. Especially because so many of the Spellblade moves are clearly designed for an Antivan Crow. I mean, I know any mage can pick anything, but like that ultimate move, the electricity straight up shoots out in the shape of a crow. And it's just making Mira feel a little bit like an imposter, especially because the crows are not her biggest fans right now. So she's not going to fight it anymore. She's a proud shadow dragon, and she's going to pick the specialization that most shadows train in, which is Evoker. And I like that she can change her focus, which just makes sense because as she's learning and growing as a mage, like I said earlier, you don't have to be just one thing. So she's not going to get rid of all of those orb and dagger centric blast and strike moves, but just add in more projectile control abilities up here. maybe see what we can do about buffing her staff so that she can be more versatile in the future. But I think she'll still keep that Storm Surge ability. And just try out the new Evoker moves. We'll see how much we like it. And hopefully this will be a better fit for her.
They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
See that? Bad guys.
Oh, okay, so gotta aim that one a little better. Let's try this new ultimate. Yep, that'll do. Went flying. Okay, I think she likes it.
Is everyone intact?
Yeah, Evoker it is. That was fun. Don't know what the Venatori were doing out here, though.
Take out those crystals and we cut off the power they're channeling.
An unknown artifact. What are the Crossroads doing? The spirits of the Crossroads do as they must, Felisan, as do we all. Thank you, Solus. That's incredibly useful. Really helps your old friend pull together a rebellion against the Evanuris, Felisan.
That's a problem.
There. That's what the Venatori are after.
Excellent. All safe?
That wolf statuette. We've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
I don't remember where we found the first one, but let's go find the rest.
Do you hail from Ferelden, Harding?
Born and raised near Redcliffe. Just a regular place. Nothing fancy, like where you're from.
Ferelden's a storied kingdom. Its heroes have shaped the path of our age.
That's the nicest thing anyone up here has said about Ferelden. Most people talk about how Ferelden's just dogs and mud.
Terrible. You mustn't pay them any mind.
I knew I'd like those two together.